Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. 40.
The bar closes and you feel like falling down. I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun.
Tonight, we are young. So I set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. That disco ball came out of nowhere. And that guy, I'm pretty sure, was the bad guy in Iron Man 3. The point is, 40 is nothing but an age. I'm going to try to prove that this podcast. I recently turned 40. And I don't know what 40 is supposed to feel like. Because I just turned it. I don't feel any different. I still feel like a immature prick who has a podcast that on a good day maybe has 5 listeners. But it's a good age, I'm told. This one person told me this week that it's a good age because you're kind of pretty much in the middle. You know, you accomplished a lot of things in your life, and clearly this person doesn't know me at all. But you know, I've done some things. You know, if there's anybody out there that actually listens to this podcast, I've had some very interesting dates. I had a circumcision way later in life than I had to. Went to Second City, you know, that was awesome. You know, I've done some cool things. I've committed a few crimes. It doesn't matter. The point is just, you know, you're basically in the middle to die. That's how I feel. So, you know, I've been thinking long and hard, how do I start this podcast? I figured start off with a great song. You know, I'm going to talk about the movie This Is 40 later, you know, because there's very few movies out there that are based on the age of 40. You know, they mention it in movies here and there, but, you know, I remember seeing this song in the trailer. I figured, fuck it. Let me just do a little singing before I actually lose my voice. I'm told by the time you're 55, you can't sing anymore. I don't know if that's true, but, you know, although I will say this, one fun fact about this song. By the way, the group is named Fun, We Are Young, featuring Janelle Monae. Did I say that right? Monae. Something like that. It's got the accent over the A, so she's probably French. But this beat was originally presented to Jay-Z and Kanye for the Watch the Throne album. And they passed on it. So, and I'm pretty sure this ended up being, the song of the year, right? So, hey, you know, even billionaires make mistakes. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's the point. You know, you're going to make lots of mistakes in life. And by the time you're 40, you're probably like, hey, you know, I'm not going to make any more mistakes. No major ones anyway. I mean, who cares, right? You know, I mean, you're 40. But what's the magical age where you can know everything, but at the same time, not give a fuck? You know, I'm still trying to find that age. I mean, maybe it's, 56, 64, 72, 69. The point is, one day I'll know. But in the meantime, my life is half over. And realistically, the way I eat, I don't have that much time. Medications I have to take, certain things in my life, that have definitely discouraged me to do anything else. Don't worry, I'm going to keep doing the online dating thing. Forget it. I mean, it's just too many stories there. But the point is, it is a good age. You realize you've pretty much accomplished everything you want to in life. Almost. And then there's a couple things where, You want to just do a little bit more, and you're like, okay, I still got time. Why not? I'm more mature. I know what to do. Just go for it. Who cares? So usually I start off on Wikipedia, but now I'm 40, but now I know better. So, instead I'm just going to, Google some stuff and let's just see what happens just for shits and gigs. All right. You guys with me? Excellent. So let's go to Mr. Google here. I know there's a few people out there that still use Ask Jeeves, but let's just stick with the classics here. So, what happens when you turn 40? We'll go with the male. Some of the signs associated with the often highly feared aging process are raying hair. Raying hair. Okay, hold on. Let me open up another thing here. What is raying hair? As we get older, the pigment cells in our hair follicles gradually die. When there are fewer pigment cells in a hair follicle, that strand of hair will no longer contain as much melanin and will become a more transparent color, like gray, silver, or white, as it grows. Okay, last one. What is melanin? I figured 40 you know more, but okay. Melanin is a natural skin pigment, hair, skin, and eye color in people and animals mostly depends on the type and amount of melanin it just stops there. What? Okay. I'm going to assume it's bad. The point is, I don't go too deep down this rabbit hole. But you're going to lose your hair. So, I don't know. You guys are 5 years too late on that one. You guys see the picture of me right there with the hair? Yeah, that's gone. Just started shaving it. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Does it make it look younger? I don't know. It's, you get kind of a Mr. Clean, kind of vibe there. It's cool. You save money on haircuts, that's for sure, especially during the pandemic. I mean, forget it. Okay, so what else here? Loss of energy. Yeah, it's true. Decline in height. Oh, shit. Sexual dysfunction. Oh, shit. Weight gain. Joke's on you, I'm already fat. And overall decline in health. Okay, like it was there anyway. Okay, this is not turning out to be a good podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done a podcast on depression and suicide, and I think it started off happier. Okay, well, let's see if we can turn this around, huh? What does turning 40 mean to a man? When a man has hit 40, he has lived, I guess. He has achieved something, maybe. Okay, so he lived and then now you're maybe. So which one? Okay. He has discovered who he is. Bullshit. If he's lucky, he's only come halfway. Okay. You're not exactly lifting my spirits here. What happens to males in their 40s? Okay, there we go. Okay, so maybe they can redeem himself here. Okay, some men develop depression. Loss of sex drive. Erectile dysfunction. Okay, we said that twice already. And other physical and emotional symptoms when they reach their late 40s to early 50s. Other symptoms common in men this age are mood swings and irritability. That's fucking bullshit! loss of muscle mass, and reduced ability to exercise. Joke's on you. I never had the ability to exercise. Okay, so the male menopause. Oh, this is this is turning out to be a great night. What happens to my body when I turn 40? Oh, goody. When you hit 40, your hormones start a 10 to 15-year decline. Ugh. These declining hormones make it hard to sleep, hard to lose weight, give your brain fog, make you irritable, anxious, low libido, lack of motivation to work out, and can make you feel like you are living in someone else's body and mind. Did you guys ever see that movie Magnolia? Remember when like Tom Cruise was like a really good motivational speaker? I mean, he was a little, fucked up and eccentric, but still, this is nothing like this. This is next. What does a 40-year-old man like? Well, I'm assuming the same thing a 39-year-old would. Really? Okay, the 1 year makes a difference, eh? Men in their 40s want someone caring, loving, and kind. Well, don't we all? I mean, you got to be 40 to appreciate that. Okay, so hold on. Let me Let me do like a Denzel and Training Day. Let me quarterback this thing. So you're saying that people before they're 40, they're not down with happiness. See, that's bullshit. I mean, come on. But you know what? I think I know what they're trying to say. I know. I think they're saying that when you're 40, you appreciate it more. Right? Yeah, that's okay. I get it. Okay. Because you've been through a lot, and I've been through a lot in my love life. I mean, I have definitely loved people, and I've lost, and I'll be honest with you. To this day, I still have feelings for them. I know it's not possible to ever, have that again with those people, but I regret the things I did, the things I said, so I get it. Like when you're 40, you're like, okay, I know what I want and I want to go get it. And let's be honest, if you don't know by 40, then forget it. You're fucked. I mean, at 40, you should have some idea exactly what you want to mate, for sure. So I get that. That's, that sounded like a mature answer, right? Yeah, I think that was good. Something a 40-year-old would say. Unlike their younger counterparts who mention things like a nice smile or nice personality more often, men in their 40s bring up a caring, loving, and kind when describing who they want. That's true. So in other words, we don't have time to fuck around because God only knows how much more time we got. Okay? I mean, we could get some weird cancer in our 50s or, even before that, or, we can get hit by a bus, because, I don't know, according to Google here, we're worried about our, our hard-ons 24/7. So, and then, we're not looking up, because something else doesn't go up and, we get distracted and boom, that's it, It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. But, it's more, it's more about knowing about who you are. It's a good age. It is a good age. I got to keep saying that or else, there's too many depressing things here. Oh, here we go. Why do they say life begins at 40? Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Why? Okay. So I wasted 40 years. So why the fuck does it start now? The phrase life begins at 40 means that when one reaches the age of 40, life becomes better. Maybe because one has the skills, experiences, and means necessary for an enjoyable life. Is this including like going through the pandemic for 2 years, not knowing when you're going to work the next day, for some people, having to move out of the city, because they can't afford, life in a big city, so they move somewhere else. Maybe they move back with their parents. Maybe, I don't know, it could be a million things. I'm just saying, but okay, but, let's get that out of the way. It's true. Again, you should pretty much establish yourself by 40. The guys in Step Brothers, weren't they 40? Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, so they established themselves. They established themselves as being, fucking babies. But it's a funny movie, though, But there are a lot of people like that, with that mentality that, they don't want to move out. And I don't know, they're lazy fucks. That's just the way they are. Fuck, what are you going to do? But, yeah, I moved out when I was 22. I mean, being Greek and Italian, that's like moving out when you're 10. But, yeah, I just had to do my own thing. That's all. So made a lot of mistakes in my 20s. I had a lot of good times, though. A lot of good times. Good times, man, As you can tell from the awesome podcasts I've done and all the stories. Oh, God, the stories. Oh, my God. And 30s were good, too, 30s were good. You realize sometimes, like, when you go on a date, it's just... The simplest date is sometimes the best date. Like when you're younger, you think, oh, you gotta treat her to a fancy restaurant, and sometimes when you have a really good connection with someone, just over a cup of coffee. I know I sound like a bit of a cheapskate, but it's true. I mean, in all honesty, like you can just be with someone and just talk to them back and forth and have a really good conversation and actually learn to listen to them. That's another thing too. Like when you get older, you just learn to listen. When you're younger, you think everything's gonna last, forever, and then you turn a certain age, like 40, and then you realize, yeah, it's life is almost half over. Again, if you're lucky, like Mr. Google says, you don't know. There's things in life you still have to do. Then I don't know. Really think about it. What's stopping you? I mean, a lot of things could be, don't get me wrong, but, chances are there's probably nothing stopping you. So, and that's another thing that happens when you're 40. You just wander, in your thoughts, in your head, and you wonder what's going to happen next. And, but then again, it's kind of the opposite as well. Cause like you already know the answers, cause you've made all these mistakes. I mean, that's the greatest thing about making mistakes is that you learn from them. You get to make a mistake and hopefully you don't fuck up too bad. It's not that bad of a mistake. You don't end up in jail for 25 to life or whatever. But, I don't know what to tell you. Some of us aren't that lucky, but some of us are. We get to just live our life and just make sure that everything is okay. I was recommended a movie recently by someone, and it's called Pump Up the Volume. I never heard of it. It was an early 90s movie with Christian Slater, and it's a pretty cool movie. You could tell his character was pretty wise beyond his years. And the whole point is, like, it's almost like he's doing, like, the first podcast ever. Like, in the sense where, he's doing the whole pirate radio thing. If you don't know that term, it's when somebody takes over a radio station and, just makes it their own. And of course, it's not regulated by the FCC, so, they can say or do whatever the fuck they want, But like today, I mean, anybody can go online and create a podcast and do whatever they want. So, I mean, he was ahead of his time. So, and it's cool because, like, the way he was talking there kind of reminded me of how I do things on the fly with this podcast. Hence, right now, And that's one thing I've learned over the years. I've been doing this podcast for a little over 4 years, and I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I don't do it every week. I try to do it every week. I try to, so far, average like a show a week since I started, which I think is pretty good, and I enjoy it. Like, a lot of people still rip on me for doing it, and like, why do you do it? It's not like you're getting paid for it or whatever. I don't know. I really just enjoy doing it. Like, just, talking about life, picking a subject, something that's going on in the news, and just sharing it with people. So I think it's cool. I'm just blessed that, it sounds stupid, but like if I could get one listener for every show, I think I'm doing pretty well, So, and as you get older, you're like, you just don't care who's really listening to you. Like, I'm just being like, don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for everybody that listens to this. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, you reach 40 and you're like, yeah, this is pretty much who I am. And I don't know, if people still want to judge me for it, then fuck them. Just keep doing what you got to do. That's all. Do what makes you happy in life. I tell that to people all the time. As long as you're not hurting anybody, do what makes you happy. Plain and simple. So maybe that's what they mean when life begins at 40, because it's like you've learned everything to this point. It's like, going to school, going to university, and they finally get a degree, and it's like, okay, now you got the degree. Now you can actually officially start that job that you always wanted. So now I got all this information at this age, all these years, did my mistakes, and now it's up to me to go to that next step. That sounds about right. Right? Yeah, I'll go with that. Another thing, is 40 considered middle age? Ooh, that's a good one. Middle age, period of human adulthood that immediately precedes the onset of old age. Though the age period that defines middle age is somewhat arbitrary, differing greatly from person to person. It is generally defined as being between the ages of 40 and 60. Yeah, listen, if you're at mid-age at 60, that means you're going to live to be 120. So, I salute there. But, yeah, I don't know. Never really thought about it, middle age. You turn 40, big 40, people always bug you about that. And then you're officially old. But then I talked to someone else this week, and I asked them, they're older, they're in their 70s, and, they're like, you're still young. You're still, a baby, But I was told I was a baby when I was 30. So when do I go from baby to actual old man? When do I, get to have a cool cane, with an umbrella in it, just something, like give me something I can use, you know what I mean? But yeah, I know what you mean, again, it's a mental thing. 40, who cares? It's, I don't know. If you got good health, you're good, that's it, whatever. So they're basically saying here that, 40 is not even that old, 50, 60, maybe that's old too. But again, you're as old as you feel. That's all. Here we go. Okay, this is where the fun starts. What age does a man stop getting a hard-on? Do they have an exact age, really? Okay. The research published in the August 2003 issue of Annals of Internal Medicine shows that ED, erectile dysfunction, that's what it stands for. It's not a person that can get a hard-on, is common among older men, and sexual function sharply decreases after the age of 50. Erectile dysfunction is the inability to obtain or maintain an erection. Dude, we know. Come on, we have to keep going with this. Listen, first of all, the irony that I just did a podcast about the Viagra, and now I'm talking about this shit, is it's pretty funny. Check that one out. Apparently you don't have to pay for Viagra. It's a whole thing. It just listen to the podcast. The point is, okay, so your body starts to deteriorate, whatever, and it's gonna get to a point, where you can't get a hard on. It's is what it is. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get Viagra. Yeah, that's it. You're good. That's it. Years ago, I don't know what guys would have done. Maybe that's why the past generations are more pissed off. Think about it. If they get older, they didn't have Viagra. Viagra came when? I'm asking, I don't know, someone's gonna respond here. And sad thing is, I did a podcast and I totally forgot everything. I don't know. My short-term memory's fucking gone. Forget 40. It was gone at 32. And now weed is legal in Canada. That's not going to help. But it just, that's why maybe they drank more. And if you can't fuck, you might as well drink, right? But drink responsibly, eh? Worst case, just get a pill. Fuck it. That's it, man. Fuck it. That's it. You know, have a drink, have a pill. That's it. Just go nuts, guys. Fuck. What am I, doctor? At what age does testosterone drop? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. After age 30, most men begin to experience a gradual decline in testosterone. A decrease in sex drive sometimes accompanies the drop in testosterone, leading many men to mistakenly believe that their loss of interest in sex is simply due to getting older. There you go. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You ever talk to somebody, it could be your friend, the coworker, whatever, and ladies, I'm gonna need you to. There's no ladies that probably listen to this, but if they're, the one lady that maybe listens to this, who knows? Turn the shit off, or just move forward like about a minute because I gotta say some things here. Okay, give it a second. Okay, so again, if you ever talk to a buddy and he goes, "Oh yeah, I got I respect women and all that," and don't get me wrong, you're supposed to respect women, everybody. Okay, we're all equal in this. Okay, but at the same time, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If he's 40 and he's saying this shit, he probably hasn't had that much experience, if you know what I mean. Okay, he hasn't done a lot of you know you know boing. So all I'm saying is that again, it's a mental thing. I truly believe that. I really do believe that. Either that or you had a really big meal. Me personally, I like to have sex and then eat, which is awkward too, because then, like you go on the first date with someone, you're like, listen, if we're going to have sex, can we have sex first and then eat after? I swear I'll pay for it. I swear. By the way, that never works. But, just, yeah, guys, okay, the ladies are back. Yeah, so basically, treat everybody with respect. This is what we have to do, okay? It's true. It really is. And just be thankful for what you got down there, okay? Your dick isn't as small as you think it is, okay? We all remember that one scene in Any Given Sunday. Cameron Diaz walked by the guy. He clearly didn't give a shit. All I'm saying is just if there's a problem, it's probably in your head. Not that one, the one shoulders. So just do what you got to do, okay? Get help. Could be a testosterone thing, whatever, They say the highest sexual peak for a guy is 18 and women it's 36 and, yeah, so basically, if you're a young guy, get an older woman. That's it. I mean, it's so simple life, you know what I mean? Like when you turn 40, that's another thing I realized too. When you turn 40, you realize how simple life is. People just make things so complicated. Who gives a fuck? Just do what you gotta do, make you happy. Don't hurt anybody. Make sure the woman's not married. And that's it. Just, have fun. Worst case, again, they probably have testosterone pills, right? There you go. So get the, pills for your dick, pills for your muscles, drink some OJ, have some vitamin D because, we're all lacking a little sun. And that's it. Next. How can I satisfy my 40-year-old man in bed? Okay, I'm going to skip that one. Is 45 considered old? The study found that younger millennials consider median middle age to be between 35 and 50 years old. That's a contrast to Generation X perception of middle age, 45 to 55 years old, and baby boomers who consider middle age to be 45 to 60 years old. As of 2021, 1 in 4 Americans are women over 40. Okay. Again, is Google trying to tell me I should date older women too? I like that's what I'm getting from this. I don't know. Is it just me or I don't know? Well, every generation's fucked. I don't know. I mean, the generation before me had AC/DC, the Rolling Stones. We had Nirvana. The millennials there's no rock anymore. Yeah, you guys have, I don't know who you guys got. I don't know. The Baby and Little Yachty and I don't know who else. Lizzo. She's cool. She's funny. I like her. And you know what? That's another thing you realize at 40. You know what? Listen, guys. I'm like. Oh, wait, guys, hold on a sec. Ladies, do me a favor again. Just turn off the radio for a couple seconds. Thanks. Just 15 seconds. Just forward through now. Okay. Guys, doesn't matter how big a woman is. Doesn't matter how small she is. Doesn't matter how tall. Whatever. Just be happy. If your friends make fun of you for it, tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay. It's like Jadakiss said. If you pay like you weigh, then you can stay. That's it. Plain and simple. And when you're 40, you don't care anymore. You just don't care. Okay? You're big, she's big. Who cares? You guys have great sex and then, order pizza after. That's it. I mean, that's my perfect 40 date. Hey ladies, welcome back. What should you have achieved by 40? 30 things to do before you turn 40. Okay. Oh, geez. 30. Fuck me. I've never done 30 things, period. Okay. Learn a foreign language. Travel abroad. Not during COVID. Dye your hair. I dyed my hair blonde once. It looked horrible. It was during Slim Shady days. Don't worry about it. Take a class in something weird. Nope. Test drive a fabulous car. I don't have a license. That's a long story. Write a letter to yourself or your future children. Dear kids, chances are you will never be born. I wish you all the best. Here's a coupon for Subway. Don't worry, that guy is in jail now. Take care. Peace. Become a regular at a capoeira or Zumba class. What? Get it. Fuck off. Live, work, volunteer on a farm. What? Sing, dance, speak, act in front of a large group of people. Okay, you know what? That's a good one. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, next time you're downtown, just, start yelling at people and I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Break one bad habit. Yeah. See, it says you're quitting smoking, but I like smoking. I don't smoke that much, but no, pass. Send someone a handwritten card or letter. Was this written in 1982? Okay. Become a mentor to someone. Oh, no. That's, no. No. Judging by the podcast, that's, no. That's not a good idea. Take a road trip. No. I've heard that with relationships too. If you can survive a relationship like during a road trip, then you've definitely made it. So I've never survived a relationship. Grow a salad for dinner. I won't even buy a salad. Have a green smoothie. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Watch the movie This Is 40. Okay, we're going to get into that later. Okay, I already did that, but that's a good one. Forgive an old foe. Ooh. Does he give me like money and then I can like forgive him or like buy something expensive for yourself? Yeah, if I can afford it. Oh, geez. Yeah, I used to edit those things out. I'm 40. I don't give a fuck. Tell your friends and family you love them. Oh, of course. You gotta, after you fight at the dinner table and, you tell everybody that it's your fault the way you ended up. And yeah, you just tell them you love them. It's It's the Italian Catholic way. Do something you're afraid of. Okay, so I should eat the salad. Okay. Watch a documentary on an issue you don't understand. The female vagina. Do a house sit. I'm confused what that means. Do they mean like literally like you should go on the roof and just chill, or because I've done that before. It's do not do that on a hot day. Do not do that on a hot day, and especially if they have a sunroof. Don't expose your ass. They don't like that. But why would I want to take care of someone's house? I don't. That's yeah. Although Uncle Buck, that was a good movie. Yeah, that's a great movie. Yeah. I like when he's trying to, he drops the plate and he thinks it's unbreakable, and then he breaks it. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's going to happen to me. I'm just going to trash the place. There's no point, Certain stains don't come out. Learn how to create a fancy dessert at home. Okay, so buy ice cream and then buy an ice cream scoop. Got it. Clean out the attic and basement. I'm 40 and I don't have a home. Thanks for rubbing it in. Volunteer at a hospital or retirement home. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do during a pandemic. Yep, thank you. Go skinny dipping in the moonlight if possible. Okay. So what they're trying to say is don't go during the daytime, fat ass, because nobody wants to see your flabby balls. But I've done both. I recommend both. It's good. I think that's the best one so far. Go camping by yourself. I fucking hate camping. I'm going to do a podcast about that one day. Attend service at a house of worship of a religion you're not familiar. Next. Watch a silent film. Done. And last one, swim in the ocean. I've done that. Do not do it in salt water. Guys, I'm telling you, like I had cuts the previous day. You go in there, your shit's going to sting. I mean, especially if it's on your... The point is, yeah, everybody should have some sort of a bucket list, Go out there, do what you got to do. Even after 40, it doesn't matter. Just, keep doing your thing. Have some fun. That's it. Just, take long pauses, stretch the podcast more than it has to. And that's it. Who cares? What happens to males in their 40s? Oh, they repeat themselves. Okay, yeah, no, I already did this one. What does a 40-year-old man like? He would like his fucking memory back. Jesus, I'm losing my shit here. The point is, okay, boys and girls, is that when you turn 40, who cares? Honestly, who gives a fuck? I mean, usually I make these like podcasts like, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours. I did one about Paul Rudd about 3 hours. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but okay, there you go. We'll talk about This Is 40. Okay, good movie. I like the best part of that movie is when they're all at the table at the end there, and then I don't know, the Leslie Mann, she's funny. That's Judd Apatow's wife, by the way, and his daughter's on Euphoria too now. So there you go. She's arguing with Albert Brooks, and really, you're gonna play the Jew card? You can't outplay a Jew card. That's why it's called a Jew card. Albert Brooks, you're a fucking genius, man. I've loved you since Saturday Night Live doing those first shorts there. You're fucking awesome, man. See a movie that he did called Mother. That'll either make you love your mother more or hate her more. But either way, it's a good movie. The point is, very good movie. I couldn't find a lot of movies about being 40. But yeah, It's just a number. That's it. Who cares? Being 40 so far for me is great. I had a whole week of partying. I basically got drunk for 3 days in a row. I had a good time with my friends, good time at the bars there. That's it. I mean, it's that simple, It's very simple, guys. Life, like you realize how simple life is. It really is so simple. I've heard that one time. And then, like, as humans, we create our own problems because we're all fucking bored and, bullshit in life. Just, it's simple. Look at it. It's at 40 minutes. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. 40 minutes. See? That's all you need. All I'm going to say is this. I want to thank my parents for wishing me a happy birthday. A very sweet message, on my dad's like, on this day, you were born. He held you in my arms, If once I turned 10, forget it. Like he would have broke his back, But back then, it was way easier. So, Dad, I love you. Thank you so much for everything. Mom, I love you. You're awesome. She knew exactly what hospital. I went this much into labor, this exact time. April 9th, 1982 at 3:29 p.m. You know why? Because I wanted to sleep in. And I think it was a Friday. So right after, I just partied. And I partied hard. Because I had to get the hell out of there. I was in there for 9 months and I was covered in goop and shit. I looked like Bill Murray after meeting Slimer. And, I just wanted to let loose, man. Have some vodkas and just relax. Ouzo, a little bit of vino. Finish the night off with a nice bowl of pasta. It's great for a hangover. Trust me, at 40, it still fucking works. But, Mom, I love you. Thank you very much for everything, too. And that's it. And that's what you realize when you're 40. Like, things are just, it's the same shit, that's it. Got a good job. I got good friends, good family around me. I don't have any pets, thank God. So life is good. That's it. That's all I got to worry about. Still got my whole life ahead of me. Still want to do a couple things. I want to go to Italy. Want to finish a script. Want to have a threesome. With any luck, I could do all three at the same time. Pull a Costanza, with the whole food and, TV and fucking, oh, God, what a life. Beautiful. Got the same haircut now. That's it, guys. Life is great, Am I going to feel the same way at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, even 100? Who knows? I got longevity in my family. Who knows? I have grandparents that lived to be in their 90s. Got a great grandpa that lived to be almost 100, I think. And then another great grandma lived to be at least 100. And then they lost the records in the village. And, because nobody back then gave a shit or wrote anything down. And I don't know, maybe back then they didn't have paper. And now you got to explain to a millennial what is paper. But that's it, guys. It's that simple. It's simple. Just live your life. In the end, I'm just going to say this. Life does begin at 40. But you got to know all the shit that you did before. Learn from that. Use it for the next 40 years or even more. God bless you. And just be happy. Do what makes you happy. That's the best advice I can give you. Don't hurt anybody in the process and just do what makes you happy. That's it. That bell always makes me happy. I don't care. I stole it from work one day because they pissed me off because the shit kept ringing, and then I went back to my old job. And, oh yeah, guys, I'm on break now. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, I never went back. And again, do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so that was in my 20s. Did I still steal shit in my 30s? Yeah. Look, I'm 40 now. I'm good. The point is, just do what makes you happy. Now, I'm going to wrap this shit up because, according to Google, I'm tired. And I don't know. I got to make some calls tomorrow. I got to find out if you can buy a Viagra at Costco. The point is, in the end, just do what makes you happy. And when you turn that magical number, just keep that in mind. Because that's all it is. It's just a number. And that magical number is 40.
I just figured out what your problem is. You hate Jews. Which is so odd because your children are Jewish.
Don't play the Jew card, Larry.
I'm not playing any Jew card.
Seriously, it's used up.
You can't use up a Jew card. That's the whole point of a Jew card.
That's right. You can't use it up, it goes forever.